Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just misjudged it against that high sky and couldn't hang on to it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. The Bulls buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Follows a good block there, picks up threes out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught near the sideline, it's James.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Using his legs, it's James. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Gain of 2. Brings up 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll pull it down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
7, South Florida, 0.
Ready, fight. Let's go.
Snap it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Mendoza. Buying some time. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score.
South Florida, 0.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense in an empty set.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll take another shot here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go with a direct snap. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Bulls.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score Marshall.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jordan. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Herd!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. Got a man. It's James. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
He'll pull it down and run. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Marshall! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
Black 24. Black 24. Set. Bang. Bang.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just a little off. Incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Catch in the middle, it's James. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Brings into the open. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Marshall, 35. South Florida, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
25 on the play. Good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
On the play.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
South Florida, 14.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and